So what is going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 11 of our Stoke City career mode on the PS4, and we're going to be kicking off this episode with a home game at the Britannia Stadium up against Manchester United in the FA Cup. So it's going to be a very difficult game, and if we want to proceed in the FA Cup, we are going to have to do it the hard way, going past Manchester United, and Manchester United are such a good team in the game. They might not be performing so well in real life, but with the likes of players that they've got, even the likes of Rooney, Van Persie, Vidic, De Gea, they've just got some absolutely incredible players, and I think it's going to be very, very difficult to break them down. But we're going to give it our best shot, as we are at the Britannia Stadium, so we have got the home advantage, but they do get off to the very good start here. Valencia plays the ball through to Juan Mata. Juan Mata has a good shot, but a wonderful block there from us, and Fraser Forster comes up and makes a very, very good save to deny them. But Jonathan Walters here loses the ball. It comes to Fabian Schär, it comes to Rooney, and Rooney just fires the ball wide. Thankfully for us, he didn't hit the target, because I think if he hit the target, that would have been us 1-0 down. So Fabian Schär, with a little bit wild of a slide tackle, completely missing, but fortunate for us, Rooney does put his shot wide. But we do get our first chance here when Asadi puts the ball in the box. It comes to Walters. Walters' header is absolutely expertly saved. Well, I'm not sure whether it is saved or cleared off the line, but whatever, it didn't end up in the back of the net. But we do get a good chance here. It comes to Asadi on the edge of the box. He plays a lovely ball in the box. It comes to Jonathan Walters. Jonathan Walters' header is expertly saved by David De Gea. I thought that was going to roll into the back of the net because it was a very, very good, powerful header, but David De Gea matches it with an absolutely delightful save. Otherwise, that could have been it, and we could have been going into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, which would have been absolutely astonishing if we could actually achieve that. But that's how the game finished. So it was going to be going to a replay, and we were going to be playing at Old Trafford. So an extremely difficult game for us at Old Trafford. So if we wanted to do it, like I said, we really are going to have to do it the hard way now, especially going to a replay at Old Trafford. I thought if we were going to do it, I thought the only possible way we were going to do it was if we could actually play against them and beat them at the Britannia Stadium. But after only getting a 0-0 draw at the Britannia, we do have to go to Old Trafford and hope for the best and try and work our socks off and try and get the result which we so desperately need, because as you guys know, if you do win the FA Cup, you do get automatically placed in the Europa League, and the Europa League spot is slightly going away from us in the Barclays Premier League. We're not getting it, and we're not playing very well in the Premier League at the moment, and hopefully that can pick up. But our main objective is to try and win the FA Cup, because that will get us into the Europa League. But we do get off to a brilliant start. It comes from Nautovic. Nautovic fires us 1-0 up early on in the game. Only 10 minutes had gone, and we were 1-0 up against Man United at Old Trafford, and we couldn't have had a better start. Actually, though, Nautovic, lovely composure to put it past an unrushing De Gea, and he does very well to actually beat Rio Ferdinand and Amanda Vidic to actually get to the ball first. And actually, though, Jones cleverly could not catch up with them because Nautovic is so quick. But as you know, United are always going to come back fighting, and they do get a good corner here. Nani puts the ball in the box, and it was a wonderful ball that gets put in the box. It comes to Godin, who they have obviously brought in this transfer period. But straight after half-time, we do go and win the ball back. It comes to Nautovic, and Nautovic beats Evans to the ball. He does extremely well. Here's 1-on-1 with De Gea. Can he put us 2-0 up? No, he couldn't. De Gea makes an absolute delightful save, and unfortunately for us, we could not get that goal, which could have, what I believe, really won us the game. But Arnautovic makes up for his mistake and heads the ball into the back of the net, and that there is class. Arnautovic getting 2 goals to put us 2-0 up in this game, and it looked like we could get this victory that could really shock the world of football if we could go ahead and beat Manchester United at Old Trafford in the FA Cup to get to the quarterfinals, as we are in the round of 16, and as you guys know, the quarterfinals is after the round of 16. But a lovely header there from Arnautovic, managing to get enough power on it and enough actually to leave it out of De Gea's reach, and we do end up going 2-0 up. And straight after that, we do get a corner, so we were all over them, to be honest. We was not going to sit down and try and sit back, but we do get a corner, and it was we do come close here. It comes to a Bentaleb. Bentaleb's shot was a good shot, and it's pretty comfortable save for De Gea in the end. But we do end up getting a third goal. This time it's Batshuayi gets the goal in the 71st minute, and we have stunned the world. We are 3-0 up against Manchester United at Old Trafford after drawing 0-0 at our place. We had done it, and that goal really could give us momentum to try and improve our form in the league and in the FA Cup. And I believe that Wigan and that are still in the cup as well, so if they could get through, hopefully we could have an easy quarterfinals. But I'm not sure. I really do not know. I'm not going to say anything. But Arnautovic here gets a chance to make it 4-0, but Rafael does depossess him. Comes to Valencia. Valencia plays the ball to Kagawa, who the referee display advantage. Kagawa does very well to play the ball to Valencia. Valencia comes through, and Valencia, unfortunately for us, plays the ball to Rooney, and Rooney fires it into the back of the net. So even though it was really late on, I knew that they weren't going to come back, but it was just a little bit disappointing that we got that they scored that goal and we didn't keep the clean sheet. But to be honest, the clean sheets don't really matter in the FA Cup as long as we get the win and progress into the next round. That's all I'm worried about. I don't care whether we win 10-9, to be honest. I really don't care as long as we go through, and actually that was how the game finished. So we were absolutely ecstatic that we had managed to go ahead and beat Manchester United 3-1 at Old Trafford, and we surely did do it the hard way, and I really do hope that we can progress further on in the competition and try and get to the finals. If we get to the finals, it would be absolutely astonishing. But Arnautovic there, as you can see, does get a 9.1 match rating and gets man of the match. Mark Muniesa was also a solid rock in the back of defence there, which I was very pleased about. But we do have some international friendlies here. France against Peru away, and we do come out on top against this one. We do end up winning 2-0, a goal from Biabiani and Benzema. Two very, very good players, and I cannot wait to play with this France squad. But I'm not going to waste my time playing international friendlies because I think they'll be a little bit boring and they don't really mean anything. But if we do have international qualifiers or the World Cup, obviously, we will be playing in that competition. But we end up drawing 2-2 against USA here. Benzema getting 2 goals, but Gomez actually does get a goal right at the end of the game, so they did sneak the draw out in the end. But actually here, our last game of the episode is up against Manchester United. So that is why the episode is called Manchester United, because we play every single game in this episode up against Manchester United, because we ended up playing the FA Cup at home against them. We ended up drawing, so that went to a replay. The replay ended up playing at Manchester United at Old Trafford. We ended up winning that one 3-1, and now we do have Manchester United at home in the Barclays Premier League. So as you can see here, we are sitting in 5th, actually 2 points behind Manchester United. So if we win this, we could leapfrog them into 4th position. But our squad wasn't the best in this one. Eric Peters, as you can see, playing at right back, so it's not the strongest squad. And Juan Mata gets the ball here, skips past Fabian Schär, and Juan Mata plays the ball across to Fletcher, and Fletcher finds the back of the net. So our defence was not good in this game, and I think we were more happy about going through in the FA Cup, because I think the FA Cup means more to us, as I know that in the long run we probably wouldn't be able to actually continue our form and get into Europa League. Manchester United do have another good chance here to go 2-0 up. It comes to Rooney. Rooney plays a good ball through to Juan Mata, but it was an absolutely amazing save from Fraser Forster to deny them. But we do have a good chance here. Batshuayi plays the ball. He gets the ball. Unfortunately, couldn't do anything, but he is down injured, and that is real bad news for us. Batshuayi is going to be out for at least, I think it's about 3 or 4 months, so he's probably going to be out for the rest of the season with a broken ankle, and that is the worst player that we could have injured, as he is our star player at the club, and that was the downside to the whole of the episode. I prefer to lose and not get him injured, but unfortunately, as you see there, Carrick does get his foot there just before Batshuayi, and Batshuayi ends up kicking Michael Carrick and breaks his ankle in the process. But we are actually coming to the end of this episode, so once again, can we hit 10 likes? In the last episode we did it, so that's why we've got another upload today, so I'm really thankful that you did hit that 10 likes. If we can hit another 10 likes, it will be incredible. Thank you, bye bye.